Welcome back to Take Action News, everybody. David Shuster here. This is the time of the show where we like to honor our activists of the week, somebody who's making a difference in his or her community. And this week, we're so pleased to be talking about somebody who's making a difference in terms of our politicians, as we know, are so focused on the concerns of banks and Wall Street, and so many of working families, their concerns are really not of much concern for our leaders. But there's an organization that's trying to do something about that. It's called the New Bottom Line. It is a national campaign that is fueled by a wide coalition of community organizations, congregations, labor unions, all working to try to build a movement that challenges the established big bank interests, which have been, I think, polluting our political system. And the director of this New Bottom Line, Tracy Van Slyke, she is our activist of the week. Tracy, welcome to Take Action News, and congratulations.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Did I get that about right in terms of what the New Bottom Line does?
I think you captured it pretty well. We've been, challenging big banks' dominance over our economy and democracy for a couple years, and we've also been trying to get relief and justice for homeowners and families all over the country who were abused by big banks and who are trying to get their lives back and get their community stabilized and keep their homes. We've also been fighting for things like principal reduction for millions of homeowners all over the country.
And in fact, the Ed DeMarco, who was the acting head of the Federal Housing Finance Administration, he blocked principal reduction, and it was something that a lot of us found inexplicable. You guys led the campaign to dump him. Explain how you did it.
Yeah, we've been working on this campaign for about 16 months, which in political timeline is like a couple decades, but it was a really grassroots-led campaign where organizations on the ground, homeowners, community leaders really put their foot down and said, look, we can't have Ed DeMarco, who was appointed by President Bush, still have power over millions of homeowners because he oversees Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, and block sort of the needed and fair policies that both homeowners, taxpayers, and our economy need. So we had to really take sort of Ed DeMarco, who was not a household name, and sort of show how he is damaging our economy and really put pressure on the president and the White House to make a move to get rid of him. So we took him from a no-name sort of government bureaucrat to being known as the biggest roadblock to our economic recovery. And that
you had success, obviously, making him a household name and putting him on the chopping block. The person that President Obama has nominated to replace him is former Congressman Mel Watt from North Carolina. He has talked about the importance of principal reduction, but there's also a record of him taking a lot of money from banks and financial interests and doing things to essentially help financial interests with the Wall Street reform. Is that, or should that be, of any concern?
Look, we're going to have to pressure anybody who is the next director of FHFA because it is absolutely essential that Ed DeMarco is out, as he is driving millions of people into debt and foreclosure. But we're positive and we're hopeful about Representative Watt because he has stood up for civil rights for a very long time, civil rights issues. He's always been on the side of everyday people. He has come out in favor of principal reduction in the past. He has been good on Dodd-Frank. But we're not going to pretend that any politician is clean. So that is our job, continuing to work from the grassroots to make sure that they enact the policies that everyday people need. So we're hopeful, but that doesn't mean we're going to let up the pressure.